Hi, welcome to day 20 of Vlogmas. 6:01. You can see the corner of my TV here. Oh, what a day. Very busy day. And so, if you watched a video a couple days ago, well, last week, I think it was Friday, I had to go to the laundromat because the washer wouldn't take my quarters on Thursday night. So I got up early this morning and I went down and oh, the guy came and fixed it. Yes. So I wasn't planning on doing the laundry, but if I waited till tomorrow, the lady next door, she hogs it on Tuesday and Wednesday. And I really don't want to use it after she washes her rugs from her bathroom. I still bleach out the washer before I use it, but that being said, I was just so grateful I did loads and loads of laundry today, and so by the time I got done, it was already 12:30 in the afternoon. But while I was doing that, I cooked chicken, I prepped my salad lettuce, and I made my lunch salad, and I made my breakfast and everything. So I kept busy while the laundry was going, but I didn't work out. And so I had a banana oatmeal for breakfast with an egg with some green chilies, just my usual. Haven't had eggs in a few days because I didn't want to buy any for the refrigerator going out with the electricity off Saturday. So finally this morning I got an egg and it tasted so good. And then for lunch I had my salad, but it was 12:30 and I needed paper for my printer that I got, and I got a new printer because the other printer messed up, is the reason that my other computer blew up. And so I ordered a new printer, and it came the other day, last week. It came on that rainy day we had last week. It was a Tuesday. It was really rainy out, and I haven't taken it out of the box yet. But anyway, I have to install it on this computer and print out some of that paperwork for my new job and take it over there Thursday, and it's going to rain Thursday, so I'm going to have to go over there in the rain. That's fine. But so I went to Staples and got the paper, and I got a plastic folder to zip up my paperwork with so it doesn't get wet, and like a plastic file folder. But they have them now that you can just zip up. I never seen those before. Usually you had a time with a little string around the little red cardboard, but they have like a Ziploc baggie but bigger and a little thicker, so it won't be all flimsy. It'll protect my paperwork. And then Aldi was down the street, and I went to Aldi yesterday and they were out of my salsa, so I thought, well, I have time before General Hospital. My salad's already made. I can still make it to Aldi and home to have my salad and watch General Hospital. And they didn't have the salsa, so I'm gonna have to do without my salsa. Because I used up everything, and now I usually had at least 3 things of that salsa because I like to put it in my salad, and I like it on my tacos. But I did buy tomatoes yesterday because they were out of the salsa. I have some jarred salsa, but I like the fresh one a lot better. And so I'm having tacos tonight, chicken tacos. I made chicken. I got enough. I weighed the chicken that I baked this morning, and it's a total of 14 ounces, and I got to eat it within 3 days. So some on the salad, some for dinner, right? So I got home like 3 minutes before General Hospital started. So I sat down and I ate mindfully. It took me the whole hour to eat my salad, and I enjoyed it because again, just like the egg, I haven't had a big salad, like a fresh salad, big salad. I had those 3 tostada salads last week, but you know what? I'm enjoying my fresh big salads that I make a lot more than that. And it was so good. It was so good to be able to do that. Even though it's cold today, it's like 60 degrees. I know I don't have snow, and it's not 30 below zero here, but it was cloudy and cold today. And so I didn't get on my walk. And so I watched General Hospital, and then it was like 3 o'clock, and I was just sitting there. Had 3 points of the bean chips. So far today I had, I've used 11 points so far today. And then after I have my tacos and pinto beans for dinner, I will have 5 points left. So I might have a hot chocolate later tonight. I don't know. I'm not so cold now. I think I just got back from my walk a bit ago. I had to read, I came home and read the chapter 20 of Luke. I didn't even get that done this morning. I was busy this morning. Busy bee. But it's day 20 of Advent. I forgot to open. Oh, we're down in the corner. What do we have today? It's an elf. It's a spotted elf. Oh my goodness. So I just thought it was about 3:30, and I thought, oh shoot, well, I'm not gonna go on my walk right now because I don't want to have to use the restroom because I just drank my drink and had the salad. So I thought, well, I better wash all the dishes I had washed a lot of like my breakfast dishes and last night's dishes. I had just rinsed out the dishes last night, but they weren't just sitting there dirty. So I dried all those dishes and then washed the salad, all my colanders and stuff for the prepping and the my salad bowl. So I got to put those away now because I got to make dinner. But so then I just thought, oh, I'll just wash the dishes. I washed all the dishes, and then it was like, by that time it was like 4 o'clock, and it gets dark around 5 here. So I'm thinking I better get out on my walk so I can get home before dark. Because at first I'm thinking, no, I don't want to go on my walk. I think I'll just get this done or that done or this done or that done. And then I just thought, well, we're going to get rain this week. I probably should go on my walk. And then I thought, okay, so I'm putting my socks on and the phone rings, and it was my nieces. They called to wish me happy birthday. So I didn't want to brush them off, of course, because they're my nieces and they love me and I love them. So how wonderful that they called me to wish me happy birthday and everything. They're so sweet. One is going to be 18 and the other one is 9. And so they were both talking to me for a bit. And they're kind of bummed that I'm not coming for Christmas, but then we'll do something another day. I just saw them for Thanksgiving. It's not like they don't see me. But they're used to me spending the night and having sleepovers and stuff. And the one that's going to be 18, I went to Michael's with her and I stocked her up on cake pans, decorating tips, and all kinds of stuff for cake decorating a few years ago because I go, you're taking over. She loves to bake. Oh my gosh, she loves to bake more than I love to bake. But with my arthritis, my cake decorating in this hand, I can still do it, but not as much as I used to do it. I mean, it takes a steady hand, and my hands are still they're pretty good. Actually, they're better now after being retired for so many months, so I'm not really having a problem with them. So I probably could take up cake decorating again. But she's so funny. I go, you know what? I didn't even go out and buy myself a piece of cake for my birthday today. I usually, I think I mentioned last night, usually I'll go get a little cupcake or a cake, and I'll have cake because everybody should have a piece of cake for their birthday. And she's like, yeah, but why don't you just make a carrot cake? It's not as bad, and it has vegetables in it. Like, yeah, I could have got a point for the carrot, right? So, I said, oh, how sweet. Like, I'm fine without a piece of cake for my birthday. I've eaten a lot of cake in my lifetime. I love cake. I really do. Oh, and I love the icing, but it was so sweet. So by the time I got off the phone, I'm just like, shoot, now it's going to be dark if I go on my walk. But then you know what? I got dressed and I went. And as I was getting into the park area, because I figured I could get through the park before it gets dark, it was time for Dish with Dee, so I turned that on my phone. I took my phone and my little earbuds. I usually take a radio with me. So I listened to Dish with Dee, and if I wouldn't have stopped to chime in on the chat a couple times, I would have made it home just in time for that to finish. But I didn't. So I still had another street to walk down. And it's okay. So shortly thereafter, Let's Get Fit with Sandy comes up. And I got my birthday song. Thank you, Sandy. So that was lovely. And so I got a happy birthday sung to me by Sandy. And I really appreciate that every year. So nice because everybody's so busy on this week. It's almost Christmas. It's my birthday. You know, I was looking at the mail trucks driving down the main street and I'm just thinking, you know what? Usually on my birthday, I'm delivering mail. But since I retired from there, I'm not doing that anymore on my birthday. I've taken a nice walk in the dark and I enjoyed the Christmas lights. I mean, it was getting dark and it was, I still had a half hour to go when it was dark. And so I was walking in the dark, so I had to be careful and not trip over anything. But Christmas lights are beautiful. So it was a lovely walk. I'm glad I went. And then I came home and read chapter 20. And there's really no lesson for WW out of chapter 20 of Luke. And I got my birthday song, and it's just getting after 6 p.m. and my dinner will take me about 15 minutes to fix up. And I forgot, I got this card just for you, Mom. And the little doggy's cutting. You know how you make like snowflakes out of paper and you cut certain ways and then you open it up and it does something? It says, I love you. Need I say more? Happy birthday. And of course it was full of cash. I told you, I get money for my birthday every year and he never forgets. And so I had bought those 2 pallets. And there's still some left over. I could still spend more for my birthday. I didn't even spend it all yet. So I pre-spent it. So anyway, so I had a really nice birthday today. It was actually stress-free, calm, peaceful, and even my siblings, even over all the debacle the other night, all of them except one, remembered my birthday. But that one never bothers to wish me a happy birthday. I don't know why. We were the closest because we're a year apart. A year and 9 days apart. He's at the end of December and I'm right here. So, and my mom never put our birthdays together. We had our own birthday party and our own birthday cake on our own day. She never combined it, and she never combined it with Christmas. We always had our birthday. So I never got overlooked when I was a kid on my birthday. Always had a birthday cake, and everybody had to take a bite, even if you're on Weight Watchers. My mom wouldn't let anyone leave without taking at least one bite. Said it was bad luck if you don't take a bite of the cake. So everybody had to have a bite of the cake. So those were good memories. Those are good memories. And so I got all kinds of good wishes. See, we all love each other, but sometimes when there's so many of us, we don't always agree. So, and I'm kind of the one I'm like a buffer to everybody. I'm the buffer hub. And I gotta sort it all out. So I'm the buffer. But don't give me that nickname. Okay, so I'm going to put the link to chapter 20 down below. They're questioning the authority of Jesus, and the parable of the tenant farmers, where he sends out a servant, but they come back empty-handed, beat up, and everything else. Then he decides to send his son, and when they see him, they go, "This is the heir, so let us kill him, that the inheritance may become ours." So they threw him out of the vineyard and killed him. What will the owner of the vineyard do to them? He will come and put those tenant farmers to death and turn over the vineyard to others. When the people heard this, they exclaimed, "Let it not be so." But he looked at them and asked, "What then does this scripture passage mean? The stone which the builders rejected has become the cornerstone." Well, we all know, if we've ever read the Bible, we know Jesus is the one that was rejected and is going to become the cornerstone. And so we're getting into all that, and then paying taxes to the emperor, where they try to trick him with a question, and he answers it very wisely. So they weren't able to trap him by something he might say before the people. And so amazed were they at his reply that they fell silent. So they're always trying to trip him up, but didn't work. And then the question about the resurrection, where if someone's brother died, well, Moses wrote, if someone's brother dies leaving a wife but no child, his brother must take the wife and raise up descendants for his brother. So now there were 7 brothers, and the first one married and died childless. The second one married her, died childless, and so on until all 7 died, and then the wife died childless. And then they asked, so whose wife will she be in heaven? And Jesus says, there's not going to be, he says, the children of this age marry and are given in marriage, but those who are deemed worthy to attain the coming age and to the resurrection of the dead neither marry nor are given in marriage. They can no longer die, for they are like angels, and they are the children of God, because they are the ones who will rise. And then the question about David's son, and then the denunciation of the scribes who walk around all high and mighty, and so forth. So I'll put a link below if you want to read it. I have to make my dinner. If I forgot anything, let me know. It's almost Christmas. Vlogmas is almost over. Advent is almost over. So we have 4 more days of Advent, and then it's Christmas Day. And as far as I know, I'm staying home. I don't know what's going to happen at the last minute, if I'm going to get a bunch of calls saying, you better come. I think we all sorted it out. And I felt kind of sad telling the girls that I wasn't coming. That broke my heart. So I enjoy my sleepovers. But, my son was here by himself last year, and I get tired of abandoning him. He doesn't care if I go or anything, but it'd be kind of nice just to spend Christmas with my son. He works graveyard. That's why, he's not like taking me out to dinner or anything, because he worked all last night, and for one thing, he doesn't drive. That's a whole nother long story, because I'm not going to tell his personal story on YouTube. He's a good son. Smarter than the average son. He's very photographic memory, very I don't want to say, because he always would ask me, what is it that I have, Mom? And I always say, you have a gift. God gave me somebody special with a very special gift. He's smarter than me. We can watch a movie, and he knows the script just from watching it, and I can't remember the name of so-and-so. He's like, you don't remember? Come on, Mom. I mean, he's a grown man now, but he pays part of the rent, half the rent and everything. So he's not like one of those that you see on the new living in the basement type of sons. He lives in the back. I live in the front, and he pays half the rent. He works graveyard, and I'll be working. I don't know when I'm going to be working. I used to work. I think he's going to be glad that I'm going back to work, because I won't be home all day making noise because he has to sleep. But I mean, he's not bumming off me doing nothing and doing a bunch of social media stuff. He's paying his way. I always say, you can move out if you want. You don't have to stay here and take care of me. And he's like, why? I just have to pay half the rent somewhere else. I might as well stay here. And I don't cook for him or anything. It's not that way. He's not like mama's boy or anything. I do his laundry. That's what I do. And I do give him rides places. But I told him, I go, well, you better take your umbrella Wednesday night before you go. Is it supposed to be raining Thursday morning? And I'm not going to be here. I got to drive over to my new job and turn in all that paperwork in the rain. And I'm excited about that. But with my new job, there's going to be lots of food there. But the good thing is, while I'm on duty, I'm not allowed to go in and do all that stuff. So that's gonna save me. I'm sorry, I heard a noise at the door. But anyway, I want to thank you for watching, and I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my birthday. I'm officially a senior citizen, I guess, because I'm 62 today. So I don't know. I don't feel like I'm 62. Let's flip it around and be 26 now. I'm grateful for every year, and I thank God for every year that I've been given. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 21 of Vlogmas.